Hi, guys. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and start talking because I know some people like to watch these back out after they're done. I don't want to just sit here like staring awkwardly for a few minutes. So, life updates. Hi, thank you. Um, I've been playing a lot of the Ace Attorney Chronicles lately. Really great game. Really enjoying it. Thank you. Um, I've been reading The Hunting Wives. I had to start it over because I read all the American Girl books in the middle of reading this one. And I kind of hate it. I don't think I'm going to finish it because I'm like at that age where I don't need to keep reading something I don't like, you know? Thank you for all the birthday wishes. Honestly, the American Girl books blow this one out of the water. These are great books. But I do have Jett Dawson here, and I plan on unboxing her on stream. I got her from Amazon. She is not numbered, which I'm not super disappointed about that. I did kind of want a numbered one just for like the novelty of it, but I'm not upset I didn't get a non-numbered one. Also, I saw Amazon like totally destroyed some people's boxes, but mine's fine. It is missing one of the corner pieces right here, but like I'm unboxing her anyway, so I don't really care that much. No, it wasn't weird. I appreciate it. Thank you. So my birthday is officially the 29th, so it's Sunday, but I'm going out of town soon for it this weekend, and this was the only like really free day I had until then because I have work. So I'm doing it a little early, but it's fine, isn't it? We're still in Virgo season. That's what really matters, right? Let's see. I can go ahead and get all the tape off. Yeah, Jett's pre-order was not done in the most professional way, for sure. Thank you. And like the fact they, here's another corner piece. The fact that they sent numbered ones out for free really made me kind of irritated. Just because, like, if any other company did that, if they sent out free limited edition products to influencers, they would get torn apart for it, you know? It's like, why do we excuse it when MGA does it? Not that those people didn't deserve free jets, but they didn't have to be numbered ones, you know? And to be clear, I'm not irritated with any of the people that got a free numbered jet. I'm irritated with MGA for doing that. These are artwork that's super cute, by the way. Influencers, I know. Use that term quite loosely. If you can hear my cat tearing up the couch in the background, I'm sorry. Maybe she'll come visit us. We'll see. It's like, I made a post about this on Twitter, but like, could you imagine if Disney sent out like free limited edition dolls to like Disney parks vloggers? Like, that wouldn't fly. Bratz or My Scene? You know, I actually have a video over that. It's one of my older ones, so it's not great quality, even though it was like 4 months ago, but basically, I love them both. I think they both fulfill different niches in the doll world and both do things very successfully, though. Like Bratz obviously has had more success and more longevity in the long run. So, but there's some My Scene dolls I like more than some Bratz dolls. Some Bratz dolls I like more than some My Scene dolls. Probably gonna keep that box to store stuff in. It is a very pretty box. Here's Jett. Looking great. I have to... Okay. So, like, I read the description of her dress, and it made a big deal out of it being a brocade. And, like, in my mind, I'm like, there's no way it's actual brocade, but, like, it's not thick brocade, but I guess it counts as a brocade. I'm actually kind of impressed with that. My cat's name is Ivy. I named her after Poison Ivy from DC Comics. What are your thoughts on Cheryl Meyer, her second outfit, and her eyebrows? I love Cheryl. Originally, I was like not super on board with the idea of making a backgrounder into a doll and a full character. But like after seeing her, she's beautiful. And like they did her so much justice. And I love her thick eyebrows. They're perfect. I love her so much. She's probably my second favorite after Georgia. Is your Jett numbered? No, my Jett is not numbered, unfortunately. But it's okay. Happy birthday. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. I'm glad to see a bunch of Poison Ivy fans in the chat. You all have such good taste. I've been obsessed with her since I was little. I had the Poison Ivy Barbie, and she was like one of my favorite things that I owned ever. But unfortunately, I don't have her anymore. I lost her in a move. But I definitely should buy her back one day. Georgia's first or second outfit. Her second one, I just think it's a lot cuter. But her first one's still good. I'm not a huge fan of the jeans, but what I'll probably end up doing is some mix between the two. That's what I usually end up doing. These are ooh. There we go. This is such a cool detail. I'm like, they need more of these instead of those acrylic boxes, honestly. I do think it's funny how she has a very, very pronounced butt. DC Superhero Girls. I like her doll, and I kind of liked how she was in the original cartoon. And I liked how she was in the Lauren Faust cartoon, too. They were going to make a doll of her, but then they ended up, I guess not, because I never saw anything about it. Yeah, Cheryl did get super popular just because of her Clueless-inspired outfit, which I'm not one who, like, gets obsessed with backgrounders, usually. So I never really gave her much thought, but I can see it for sure. My daughter's birthday was Sunday, and she got, oh, happy late birthday to your daughter. It sounds like she's all set. I hope I get 9 Rainbow High dolls for my birthday. What are your thoughts on the Winx Club dolls by Mattel from the 2000s? I really like the Mattel dolls. I have Stella and Flora. I only have them in like their civilian outfits because I can't afford their fairy outfits. But they're very pretty. I love them. They have such great hair. And like the bendy limbs, I don't mind that much at all. I kind of like them, actually. So what I'm not going to ever do is untie these shoes because I don't feel like they match either of Jett's outfits. So I'm just going to leave them until a day comes that I will have to learn how to tie this bow. Who prefers the original DC superhero girls? I think the updated one is a lot more faithful to the comics and seems to be really based in a knowledge and a love for the characters. Like a lot of the humor in it is very obviously aimed at longtime comic fans, and I love that. But I do prefer, I guess, the more fashion-forward aspect of the original one. Like, I did really like some of the designs. I just think some of the decisions they made were very strange, like Wonder Woman being a teenager, but Batman and Superman still being adults just felt very weird to me. And I don't think they needed to set it in a high school, but I have a lot of thoughts. I don't need to launch into that for like 10 minutes, but I like both. I do like both. Do you know the comic cartoon Witch? Yes, Witch is one of my favorite cartoons like ever. I rewatch it like every few years, and Cornelia is also my favorite character. I love her. She's actually my Discord icon right now. I love this too, because like professionally, I'm a costume designer, so like I know what it's like to be at work and like you cannot be seen. It is very real that you have to carry one of these with you everywhere. Because you're measuring everything that can be imagined. In the Witch versus Winx debate, I'm kind of neutral. I really like them both. But I think they both accomplished different things, but I think what Witch set out to do, it accomplished more successfully than what Winx Club set out to do, if that makes sense. Wish Kate Jax had made all the Enchantics. Yeah, Jax dolls were nice. I only have one Jax Winx doll, and it's Flora in her Charmix outfit. Which apparently those dolls go for pretty expensive now, but I don't ever plan on selling her. I really like her. I will say, if MGA wants to do collector dolls, they need to learn to not puncture holes through the outfits. Like, there has to be a better way. There has to be. I feel like I'm being too patient with this right now. I'm just going to cut it. Snip. The dress isn't my favorite design in the world. I think this peplum right here just doesn't work for me too much. Like, I think if this peplum wasn't here and it was just like a form-fitted silhouette throughout, it would be a lot more elegant. But I don't hate it. That's just my personal opinion. Which knew when to stop before they ruin the franchise? Yeah. Honestly, season 2, I enjoyed it a lot more than season 1. Although there were a few weird things they did, but I need to read the comics because the last time I tried, I didn't get very far into it. But I know the comics go way past where the show ends. Yeah, the red dress doesn't look that great with her hair, but I'm not going to put her in it. I'm going to leave Jett as she is because I've also seen a lot of people have trouble with the dress. They think it's very fragile. which, yeah, I can definitely see it. Mine doesn't look that bad, but there are a few pieces that, like, if a kid got a hold of it, I can definitely see where they would tear it up. But I'm just going to put it on the mannequin. But I'll set that right there for right now. Now we have Jett. Oh, wait. I guess I should get this box out first. When I was little, I had a book that was an adaptation of the Witch comics. And it was when I was very young, so I didn't know there were comics. I thought it was an adaptation of the show. But, like, in the middle of it, Haylen's grandma just straight up died. And it, like, traumatized me forever. Apparently that happens in the comics. Spoilers, I'm sorry, but it happens very early. Like, it was in the middle of the first book. I feel like Jett would also be a lot better if the legs weren't salmon/tan color. I sort of agree. I don't know. I can see it either way. I know what they were going for. I know the collection that this look is based off of. I think they did a good job adapting it without copying it directly like they do some other things. I like the leggings, but also, yeah, I think if they were white, it might look a little better. I don't know, though. I still have to see them. Happy birthday. Thank you. Limiting when they do. Yeah, that's a good point that it could be, they can't be shared with people who don't share that skin tone. Those glitter fairies from Barbie and a Fashion Fairy Tale use the Winx Mattel facial sculpts. I didn't know that. That's a really cool detail. I've been, like, eyeing those, the Flairies from Fashion Fairy Tale, because they're so cute. And I would love to have one, but, like, they're not priority, but maybe someday. They just don't make them like that anymore. Like, the fact they don't really have articulation or anything, but they still look so good. Like, it can be done, Mattel. It can be done. Happy birthday. Thank you. I love you and your doll opinions. Thank you. I love that people love my opinions. I'm a Virgo, so, like, that gives me so much validation. It fuels me. Have you seen leaks of the new Barbie fashionistas? I haven't yet. Oh, wait. Maybe I have. I think I have. They have a lot of the, like, form-fitting dresses with the big shoulders, right? 2009 to 2014 Barbie era. I like that era. It's not my, well, I guess, no, it's not my favorite. My favorite would be 90s and early 2000s, but that era is also pretty good in its own right. Like, I just miss when Barbie was very, very glamorous. And I don't think that's an unpopular opinion. It's just, I don't like Barbie being presented as this average every girl. I like her when she's, like, super glamorous, larger than life, very aspirational. And I think that era really pulled that to the nines more so than any other. So that's what I really appreciated. Decent quality. They were very good quality. The first fashion, it blows my mind that, like, the original fashionistas, when they came out, the whole point of them was to have more articulation and posability and be more fashion forward than the regular mainline Barbies. And now here we are. Happy birthday. Thank you. It was a more fun Barbie for sure. That's what I miss about Barbie, when she was just fun, when she was just having fun. And, like, you can still be fun and girly and glamorous and still teach positive messages. Like, It can be done. Like, the two don't have to be mutually exclusive. Sad how much. Smart dolls are so expensive, but, like, worth it. They are such good dolls. And I would really like to have one, but, like, when it comes to dolls that are that expensive, they're not super high on my priority list. Like, I would probably end up getting probably a higher tier BJD for that price. Do wish the body diversity. I do like the diversity that we have in the current Barbie line. I think the designers, they always have Barbie's best intent in mind. Like, you look at the design sheets and the outfits, the designs, they're great. They just lose a lot of the details in production. So that's unfortunate. I wish we didn't have to trade quality for diversity, especially body diversity, because it would be wonderful to see different body types in the super glamorous, feminine, girly outfits that we see in the earlier Barbies, and not just like a whole bunch of baggy shirt dresses. Like, what does that do for body diversity exactly? You know? How old am I? I'm going to be turning 25 this weekend. Sorry, I'm a little behind. Did they age Barbie down to 15? Barbie's always been 17. They just, some lines, they imagine her as an adult, but lately they've been doing that less and less, and now she's more consistently a 17-year-old girl. And everyone agrees she's an adult woman. She has always seemed like an adult, especially since she cares for her sisters the way she does, which now her parents are part of the canon, which I remember at one point, like, I don't remember if it was actually canon, but I remember it being pretty widely accepted that the reason Barbie's parents were never around was because her parents were like world traveling archaeologists. And I don't know why we all thought that. Like, was it just like in a book somewhere and we just accepted it? But I love that idea. I love the thought of Barbie's parents being world jet-setting archaeologists. I think they should bring that back. And because I don't like her parents being there. It's weird to me. I mean, I guess it's more weird in context for her parents to not be there. But I don't know. It's just, I grew up with Barbie with no parents, so I prefer that, I guess. The new they use GG for the new Elvis Barbie. Yes, I want them to. I hope it's not wasted on just the Elvis Barbie and they bring that face mold back for more, because that's one of my favorite face molds. It definitely has that Barbie glamour that I crave. We should have more adult dolls. Yeah, you know, I wouldn't be mad if they did something like My Scene, where we had like normal mainline Barbie and then we had like a line centered around Barbie as a teenager. It doesn't have to be My Scene, although I wouldn't mind if they brought it back, obviously, but I would like to see that separation again, honestly. Millie does need to go. I am the #1 Millie hater on the planet. Like, you don't understand how much I can't stand that face mold. Like, I don't care how good a doll's outfit is. If she has that face mold, I'm not buying her, because like I can't have that demon in my house. I'm not inviting that darkness into my life. My Scene should come back, but also should it under the current direction of Mattel? That's the question. But I mean, with Bratz coming back, it's the perfect opportunity to. Oh my God, if My Scene came back, Isaac Larian would have a stroke. He would burst into flames. I want to see them come back for that alone, honestly. Was Barbie's younger sister always Chelsea? No. It's very confusing. Barbie, Skipper's been around for a long time, but Chelsea and Stacy have been kind of interchanged with other characters throughout the years. Tootie, who became Stacy, who became Kelly, who became Chelsea. and then one of them became the older Stacy. It's very confusing. Leave My Scene dead because they died looking good. That's a good point. They did die looking. They left on a good note. I will give them that. Brat's comeback is a mess. Like, where are the dolls? Where are the dolls? It seems like they're just appealing to the lowest common denominator of Bratz fans, and it was fun at first, but now it's just exhausting. Missed out on Barbie more. Picturing Isaac engulfed in flames. That's what I'm here for. But like, if you just look up like the history of Barbie's siblings, it's fascinating. She has like a revolving door of little sisters. Hi, Kendall. Hi, bestie. Welcome to my birthday live stream. I don't understand why some cheap fashionistas. I would love if they put the Generation Girl CEO face mold on fashionistas so I could buy them and then have the face mold and customize her to actually look good. Like, that actually sounds like a lot of fun. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I have Bratz dolls in my area. My Walmart has only Chloe and Yasmin, and then my Target has only Yasmin and Sasha. It's very strange. There's no Jades at all in my area. But I don't know if I'm gonna get them, honestly. Like, I don't know. I don't want them that bad. Like, I don't care that much about the first edition dolls. I don't like them that much. And at first I wanted to get them just to support the release and like show MGA I'm so happy Bratz is back. But like, now I'm just kind of mad at MGA. So I don't know. Does that mean? I don't like ordering dolls either. I really like getting them in person. I just like that instant gratification. Which is why I'm so sad there's not an American Girl store in my area. Because I would have liked to have given one for my... Oh my god, her hair is a mess. Sorry, Jett. But I did order some for my birthday. Also, just with all the factory errors lately, like a little bit is expected. I know, these are Playline dolls, but some of them are just ridiculous. She does have a lot of yellow in her hair. I love how well they blended the rainbow side of her hair. It looks... These are such nice choice of colors. She's bald, beware. Yeah, I know if you take her little bun down, she's pretty sparsely rooted up there, but I don't plan on taking her bun down. I like how it looks, so. Thrifting, I just moved to a much bigger city, so I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to like go thrifting and like actually find dolls. And like shortly after I moved here, I devoted an entire day to it. Like, I was so excited. And I found nothing. Like, all I found were like baby dolls. Those were the only things in the thrift stores in my area, and I was so disappointed. Would you like the idea of a Princess Peach fashion doll? I would love a Princess Peach fashion doll. If they introduced Daisy and Rosalina in it too, that would be awesome. That's like definitely something I think they're missing out on, honestly, because like, who wouldn't buy that? Barbie Nintendo. They did do some fashion packs centered around Nintendo, but not like a full doll. Although that would have been awesome. I'm just going to brush her hair for like 10 minutes because this is what I do every time I open a doll. I love their hair. And her hair feels really nice too. There's no gel in it, so good job on them for that. Pauline too. Yes, and Pauline, of course. If they gave her like a cute little suit, I would be all over that. Do you prefer Bratz or Barbie currently? I think they're both succeeding in different ways and failing in different ways. Right now, I'm a lot angrier with MGA than I am at Mattel for what they're doing to Bratz. But after we get the collector dolls, who knows? I might change my tune. I might fall in love with them. I probably will. We'll see. Nintendo never entered. I'm shocked Nintendo never entered the doll market too. They're all over the plushie market. Where are the dolls? Where's the deluxe Toad fashion doll? Who wouldn't buy that? Do you think Fashion Fever Barbie from the mid 2000s had the same quality as Bratz? I don't have any Fashion Fever dolls, so like I can't say for sure. But looking at pictures, they look. I think the Fashion Fever dolls were mostly at a lower price point, like the ones in the tubes, but there were also a lot of play sets and like big fashion sets that look pretty awesome. So I would say probably around the same quality, just with a little less choice, maybe. I don't know if that makes sense. I have seen some of the alternate outfits for Peach in like the game, the Mario Kart game. I'm not going to play it because it's a gacha, which is hypocritical because I've been playing a lot of Genshin Impact lately. I know that Kokomi is coming out and like she's made for me. So I have to get her. So I've been racking up as many gems as I can, not paying for them, just racking them up. Do you boil wash your rainbow high doll's hair? I boil wash some of them. Some of them I get lazy and I put them off. Like I still haven't washed my winter break Poppy or Jade, even though I really need to. I've just been busy lately. But if I have time, I do set aside and try to if I can. I love the fact that Pauline's a new Mario girl. They definitely need a Mario princess of color, though. Although I did see Daisy did get her can back, so that's nice. But I would love to see another one. On the 1998-2002 Britney Spears doll line. It's cute. I don't own any from it. I often see people trying to sell them for like $500 because they think it's like super collectible, but it's not. But they're cute. I did see the original ones where like Britney was like, "Oh my god, you can't make these dolls. They're hideous." And she was right. They are hideous. It's a good thing they changed them. What do you think about the Rainbow High Rock Battle line? I like it, but I don't think it's worth $50. So I'm probably going to be skipping them because especially I think I'm going to like the Sleepover Girls more. So I'm going to probably prioritize them. And like I just can't justify paying for a doll that I don't think is worth that money. Maybe if they go on clearance, because Rainbow High dolls do go on clearance pretty often, pretty quickly. So we'll see. Is my Jett numbered? She is not. I did not get a numbered Jett. I got her from Amazon, so I was kind of hoping, because I waited for that pre-order, getting my hopes up that like maybe since everyone else canceled their pre-order, I would get a numbered one, but it didn't work out that way. But it's okay. I wasn't like super getting my hopes up for a numbered Jett, so it's fine. If I did get a numbered one, I probably would have ended up just selling her and then using that extra money to buy another Jett, honestly. Season 3 eyebrows. Yes, I love the thick eyebrows in Series 3, especially on Cheryl. She was such a good choice to put those eyebrows on. She looks great. I do try to answer every question, but I do miss some. So, like, you can always, re-ask it if I accidentally skip it. It's just sometimes the chat goes a little fast for me to notice. But thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. I'm enjoying it too. I'm still not used to this. Like, I rewatched my first stream, and I was like, oh my god, you are so awkward and so boring. Why does anyone watch you? But I'm too hard on myself. I know. Lost a little hair, but I'm glad you guys enjoy it. That's what matters. Do I watch the Rainbow High episodes? Yes, I do. Big fan of the show. Who's your fave Series 3 girl? Georgia, for sure. But then a bunch of the others are like tied behind her. Like I really like Cheryl too, but I also really like Gabby now that I've seen her in the show, and she's like a mean girl, and that's my thing. I love mean girls. So her outfit isn't my favorite, but I love her personality, and I know I'm in the minority of this, but I like dolls with established characters. I like buying dolls of characters I like, even if I don't particularly like how they look. So I might end up getting Gabby for that reason. People do think her outfit's boring. I don't think it's boring particularly. I think it's just a little underutilized. I know the inspiration is 90s Versace, and I think they did a good job with that, but it's just a little understated compared to the other girls. But it's still better than Series 2, in my opinion. Couldn't believe your last stream was your first. You did really well. Oh, thank you. That does mean a lot to me. I'm glad you like it. But honestly, I feel like Gabriella looks better than almost every series. Better than Series 1. I can see it for sure. Yeah, I do think her design, it's even though it's simple, it does still have a lot of personality in it, especially her second outfit with like the snake skin and the kind of ruched dress. It looks really good. I really want to see what it looks like on her doll. I haven't seen anyone who has a Gabby put her in the second outfit yet. But I think it's going to look really good. What are your thoughts on Bella's Chanel aesthetics? I love Bella's Chanel. I love her outfits so much. She's my favorite doll. I'm really interested to see if they continue the Chanel thing into her summer doll, because I think that would be really cute, but we'll see. She's better than Daphne. I don't like Daphne's doll. I think her doll is beautiful, but I don't like her outfits. I don't like either of her outfits. Someone on Twitter said she looks like Grandma Yetta from The Nanny, and I haven't been able to unsee that because they're so right. Series 1 biggest flaw is how samey almost everyone's fashion was despite their vastly different styles. I agree. Series 3 definitely brings personality to the girls and more individual styles. So it definitely succeeds in that way. If I had to rank them, it would probably be Series 3, Series 1, Series 2. I think Series 2, they're still great dolls, but I don't see any personality in their outfits the way I do in Series 3 or even in Series 1. Her looking like Yetta was why I like Daphne's clothes. I can see it. Maybe I like her in an ironic way. I hate the embroidered bag. I don't mind the embroidered bag on Emmy so much. It's not my favorite look in the world, but I see what they were going for, so like I'm not mad at it. I like her second outfit a lot better, though, I think so. Here's Jett, by the way. I've just been brushing her hair off screen for the past hour. I feel like Karma's doll is overrated. I don't have Karma. I wasn't really interested in her doll. I like her brown eyes a lot, but I just didn't love her outfits that much. And again, I just think they lack her personality. So I hope the Series 2 girls get put in more lines so we see more outfits from them, because a lot of them, I love their characters. I just don't like their dolls that much. Which I know is going against what I said earlier, that I like dolls with established characters more than I care about dolls that just look good. But looking good does play a factor in it, especially if I can see their personality in the outfits. I think that's what I meant to say. But like, if I can see their personality in the outfit, I don't care much if it is not the most fashionable thing in the world. But like, if I just can't see their personality in the doll, then I'm just not that interested in it. Karma's voice actress does do such a good job, especially in the webisodes or the content with Karma. She sounds so much like a real vlogger with that kind of personality. I hated Jade when she was rude to Amaya. I don't know. I thought that showed a side of Jade that was very human. I like when there's kind of conflict in the show. It adds that drama that I want, that I crave. I might get Karma now that she's cheaper. I've been thinking about it. I just haven't. I guess I should make a decision pretty quickly because who knows, Series 2 might go off shelves soon. Is there a specific fashion house style or general aesthetic you want to see presented in Rainbow High? I would like to see less American and European brands represented. I would love to see works from, especially Jett, since it's canon that she's traveled all over Asia. If they ever do future dolls for her, I would love to see fashion houses from those countries represented. I think that would be really cool. Also, especially, I know for Sunny, we want to see a lot more Harajuku kawaii fashion, and there's a lot of Japanese street fashion brands they could use inspiration from. Particularly, I would like to see some Liz Lisa, although I know that's not entirely Sunny's aesthetic. It's more Gyaru girl, but I think Sunny could still rock it. I think she would still look so cute in a lot of Liz Lisa stuff. Jade gave overprotective lesbian when she was mean to Amaya. I agree. Her girlfriend just left school. Of course she's going to be sad and bitter and lash out a little bit, but I don't know. I felt the way that her and Amaya made up was very realistic and very well written and gave Jade a lot of development. Ruby too. So I like that plot line. It didn't make me mad at any of the characters. What about the Peach doll? She's cute. I hope Georgia is like a cute Southern belle. I think that would be so cute. Like she just invites everyone to drink iced tea with her and likes to be cute. I personally like Violet. I like Violet too. She's messy, and I can get behind that. See, I like messy characters. I like mean girls. And I know Violet isn't technically like a mean girl archetype, but I like the drama she brings to the show. Where would we be without Violet? We might be bored. You never know. I love Cheryl's voice. Cheryl sounded kind of strange to me at first, but like when I got through the episode, it grew on me. I really like Stella's voice actress. Her accent is not great, but she's doing the most, and I am absolutely here for it. And lean more into Sunny's J fashion Harajuku inspiration. Right now, her aesthetic feels super Americanized. I agree. I just don't feel like Sunny's personality shows through her outfits yet. And so that's something I really want to see, especially since it's canon that she's a big fan of anime. Like, of course, she would be all over like Japanese street fashion for sure. She is a 15-year-old otaku art student in Los Angeles. She should be wearing cat ears and 4 tutus stacked on top of one another, not Dior. Like, why is the designer aesthetic of copying designer outfits is Series 3, I think, utilizes it a lot more because they kind of branched out into more interesting designs. But I don't know. I think it could be utilized a lot better. Like, what high school student is wearing Dior? I mean, Versace, I can see it, but Dior or some of the brands, Supreme and Off-White, sure, but I'm tired of them, honestly. What are your thoughts on the fact Poppy gets no screen time and doesn't even get shown in the winter break commercial? I think it's hilarious, but also poor Poppy. I like her winter break doll is my favorite doll of hers. Like, why does Rainbow High hate Poppy so much? Like, why her in particular? I remember someone added up like on Twitter, they added up the amount of screen time all the characters get. And like there were side characters that got more screen time than Poppy did. She didn't even get like much screen time in the episodes centered around her. Like, what is that? Oh, it was you. You're right. I remember now. You're doing God's work and defending Poppy where she needs it. Sunny is one of the best characters and get the ugliest fits. I agree. Like, if they would just focus on her personality, for all the characters, if they would just focus on their personalities more, like, we would get some truly great designs. But yeah, they're just limiting themselves, I think, a little bit. I just don't like Daria's second outfit. I don't know if I like Daria's first or second outfit better. I have to see what her second outfit actually looks like on her. Because, like, it's kind of hard to tell just from the stock images where it's just, like, floating there. But I think Ruby gets the worst outfits. I like Ruby's cheer doll a lot. Her and Violet were my favorite cheer dolls. But I wasn't interested in her first doll or her winter break doll very much, especially since Ruby's outfits are almost identical to Jade's outfits in the winter break line. And Jade wears it better. Like, why would they do that to poor Ruby? Like, and I feel like there's a lot, just like with Sunny, there's a lot they could do with Ruby's character. Like, with her, I can definitely see her decked out in, like, hypebeast fashion, but they can also, there's so many other places they could go with it with her personality, you know? Daphne is giving me very Bratz vibes. I can see that, honestly, especially Daphne, she's definitely one of the prettiest dolls, hands down, from Series 3, but I just don't like her outfits that much. So I might end up still getting her. We'll see. Ruby has no personality, in my opinion. I don't entirely agree. I think I really liked the moment with her and Skylar in the show. I think that was a lot of good development for Ruby. But since then, she hasn't done a whole lot. A lot of people were upset about the fabric choices for Jett because she's supposed to be studying fabrics. I can see that. I do wish they would have went a more interesting route for it. Like the dress, they're right. It is technically, I guess, a brocade. And I like that the designs, they're not, like these silver things are not embroidered. They're woven into the dress. So that's quite interesting. But like, I see this and it doesn't immediately tell me that the person who made this dress is someone who's studying textiles. Be careful if you put the dress on her. I'm not going to put the dress on her. I like her as she is enough. And I don't want to risk damaging the dress. So I'm just going to put it on the mannequin. Sorry, I'm just a little behind. Imagine Georgia with bell bottoms or bootcut pants. I don't like bootcut jeans. I wouldn't be mad if every bootcut jean in the world disappeared. Bell bottoms, though, I can see it. I think that would be fun. It might rip on the mannequin, too, though. I'll be careful, I promise. Kendall, do you stand bootcut jeans? Or were you going to end our friendship over this? I'm awaiting a response. Yeah, I have noticed they've been using a lot of skinny jeans. And I feel like, I don't know why they do that, because Rainbow High clothes already tend to be so tight on the dolls because they have such big hips. But it would be so much easier to make more loose fitting jeans for them. And like, people have so much problems with the skinny jeans not fitting. So like, I don't know why they don't make looser fitting jeans. especially since they're in style. Like, I don't know. I don't work for them. I don't know what goes through their heads, but I would love to see a boho Rainbow High character. I would like to see that too, especially if they're kind of vintage inspired. Especially since 60s, 70s clothes are coming back, sort of. I think that would be really fun to lean into. They always go with crop tops and skinny jeans. Yeah, they do. Especially crop tops, I don't mind, but like the style now for teenagers, especially, are crop tops and baggy jeans. So I don't know why they're not doing more baggy jeans. All my jeans are still skinny jeans because I haven't bought jeans in so long because I don't like buying jeans because I'm such a weird size. But I also don't wear them that often. I don't like wearing jeans. It's too hot where I live for jeans. Oh, hi. What are you doing? A flashback fever type of line would be awesome. They should definitely do that. And it would be pretty easy to incorporate into the story, like if they have an assignment creating fashions from different time periods. Like, it's a no-brainer, and it would be so awesome. Cat, show cat. I'll try. Let's see if I can get her. Nope, she ran away. She tried. I tried. What are your thoughts on the upcoming LOL OMG Vacation dolls? I think they look awesome. I will say them making a doll based on Britney's image right now just feels a little weird to me, with everything going on. But I know the designers did it with good intentions, and I know Britney Spears, I know she loves dolls, so I think that would probably make her happy. So I'm not mad at it. I just think in context it's a little weird. But the dolls themselves, they all look awesome. I'm kind of obsessed with them, and I can't wait to see their full outfits. A doll with corduroy. I would love to see a doll with corduroy. Flashback Fiona, the 70s one from Bratz, is such an amazing 70s inspired doll. And if they would bring that back, because I know they can, that would be so awesome. Like, I'm so ready for it. You guys are getting me excited for something that doesn't exist. Michael Scott, if you're out there, if you're watching, you have my permission. People are so mean to OMG. People were mean to OMG. And, like, I get it, because the movie Magic Line, it's not my favorite either. But to say they were in their flop era, every doll line has flops. It's normal. Not everything's going to be a hit. Bratz had lines that didn't do so good in their time. Monster High had lines that didn't do so good in their time. It's okay. It's normal. But LOL OMG is not in their flop era. They are still the best-selling doll in the world. And also, we have a Sweet Princess OMG coming and a Fanime JK doll, which I've been waiting for my entire life. So, like, I'm so excited for those. Like, I cannot wait to see them. Sunny could do pastel 80s moment. Y2K butterflies would be a no-brainer for Poppy. Those are such great ideas. Like, again, you're getting me excited for something that doesn't exist. But, like, yes, those would be awesome. Like, oh my God, Poppy and, like, a early 2000s kind of, because they say she's hip-hop inspired. I don't see that. But if they leaned into that for, like, an early 2000s doll, that would be so awesome. Did you see that velour tracksuit LOMG leak? I did. I don't know. In the picture, it looked a little small for an OMG. I think it might be a JK. JK. I keep saying JK. It's BTW, the tweens. My bad. But yes, I think it might be a BTW doll. The LOMG movie. I don't know. It looked kind of weird. But I guess that's if you were going to do an LOL OMG movie, that would kind of be the way to do it. There doesn't necessarily need to be like a big world-ending plot. It would just be a bunch of the characters being together, having fun, showing off their personalities like so. I'm about to draw some flashback RH because I'm getting hyped too. Oh my god, yes, please. Your artwork, they would look perfect. I'm excited for it. What are your thoughts on the RH characters? Like, guess their birth years. They're high school freshmen, so the majority of the cast is 13, 14 years old. And then just add on a year for whatever year they are, I would assume. Jett, I guess, would be 17, considering she's a fourth year. She could be 18. We don't know. OMG are so pop culture, and it makes me happy. Yeah, I like OMGs. I saw someone criticizing them, saying they were too costumey, but like that's the point. They're super extra. They take inspiration from pop culture and iconic moments in pop culture, and like RH does what it does pretty well. But if you're a child, let's say you're like 6 years old, are you going to be more drawn to a doll with a Gucci jacket, even though you don't know what Gucci is yet? Or are you going to be drawn to the one that's like in a fabulous, show-stopping, costumey, extra outfit? Like, there's a reason OMG is the top-selling doll brand right now. It's weird how OMG dolls are rare, like Snowlicious. Yeah, some of them did get like rare pretty fast. Dolly, I have Dolly. She was my first ever OMG actually, and like she doesn't get any love or appreciation, even though she's so fabulous and wonderful. I don't have Snowlicious though, so, but she is very cute. The names do get very uncreative sometimes. I will give you that. I love the names where they just add licious onto something because it makes no sense. I think people criticize doll lines for getting there, made with kids in mind first. Yes, especially MGA is like sort of hostile to collectors, even though Isaac Larian wants his dolls to be like, he wants so bad his dolls to be collectors' items, but like the company as a whole really does not care about collectors like at all. Like if you file a claim and tell them you're a collector, they'll ignore you. Like they'll be like, these are Playline dolls. They're not made to be high quality collectible items. It's like you can't have it both ways, you know? Do you prefer monochromatic dolls or dolls that have no limits when it comes to their color scheme? I think it depends on the particular doll. Obviously, with Rainbow High, monochromatic color schemes are in, and sometimes they do the rainbow dolls. I think in general, I prefer the ones that stick to a color scheme because I like to see how they pull that off. It's just very interesting to me. But I think the rainbow ones are interesting too. Again, it just depends on the doll. Did you hear that Bratz Pride doll is going to be $80? I did see that. I think the Bratz Pride doll should be free for the LGBTs and the Qs and the Is and the As, but $80 for one doll, like she better come with like 5 outfits. But doll prices, especially for MGA, they just keep climbing, and I don't know. I don't think it's sustainable. I think they need to calm down a little bit with that. I feel like the rainbow hair on the RH dolls could be better, like take out the green. I think with Jett, the rainbow hair is very nice. They chose like the exact right colors to blend together, but with some of them I see it. Again, it just depends on the dolls. MG has a thing with filler characters like Bratz. I hope they don't do that with RH. Rainbow High seems pretty dedicated to giving every character some kind of basic personality, and I appreciate that. With Bratz, yeah, for sure, there's like 30 characters that we don't know anything about them except their name. But that's Bratz. That's what they do, and it's fine. How did Bella get back into Rainbow High? What did you predict? So I think my prediction, I think Avery might have had something to do with Bella getting back into Rainbow High because they seem to become really close friends, like off screen. And also, she was standing next to Avery's car when she came back, so that might hint at something. But I don't know. I also really like their friendship. It was unexpected, but like I'm into it. I think Amaya Series 2 is the only iffy rainbow-haired one. The twins, Kaya, and Season 1 of Amaya are all great. I agree. I do agree with that. I think the rainbow is really well incorporated in the Rock Girls as well. I'm not crazy about the one with the pink hair. I posted on Twitter that she gives me very fruit by the foot. But who knows? I might see her in person and change my mind. That happens all the time. Do you think there's enough dimension to the Rainbow High characters, like something we can connect or compare to Ever After High's message? I think they're getting there. I don't think they're there yet. Ever After High, its core cast had a lot of depth, especially for a doll line, but there did also have a lot of characters that just kind of came and went with no development, and that's fine. They had a ton of characters, but right now with Rainbow High, I don't see a ton of depth to really any of them. I don't think they're going for that necessarily, but because the cartoon episodes are really short, so they can only do so much. But like maybe down the line we'll get a movie or something, which I hope so. I think that would be really fun to see. Do you think we'll ever get Aiden and Ainsley? I think we will eventually. I think Aiden and Ainsley, the reason we don't have them yet is because they were designed by the animation studio and not the doll design studio, if that makes sense. So I don't think they were made with the intention of becoming dolls necessarily, but now everyone's asking for them, so we're probably going to get them. Like if they turn Cheryl into a doll, they're going to turn Aiden Ainsley into a doll eventually for sure. What's your @ on Twitter? My @ on Twitter is Sweet Dreams Kumi, all one word. And all lowercase, obviously, too. I think the Rainbow High show is getting better in the second season. They just aren't stretching their limits. I agree. I think I already like the second season a lot better. Amaya, I did see Amaya becoming the main character a little bit through season 2, and like I didn't like that a whole lot. I liked it better when there wasn't a particular main character. Like I just like the cast dynamic a lot better. And so it kind of annoyed me when she was becoming like the main character, but she's been a lot better in season 2, so I'm starting to like her more. I'm just the kind of person where like if the show forces a character on me and says, "Oh, you're gonna love this character," like I reject that. But I don't know. I think they kind of played with her being a main character / mascot for a little bit and just kind of ended up kind of dropping it halfway through, which is a lot better for her character in the long run, I think. Do I have an Instagram? I do, but I don't. I need to get back to posting on it. It was a fan art Instagram, but I just kind of abandoned it because I didn't really like Instagram as a platform, but I don't know. I want to get back into it because a lot of people are on Instagram, and I feel like I'm missing a chunk of the doll fandom. It's rumored that Ainsley is going to be in the Fashion Studio 2.0. I definitely see that. I think if not the next Fashion Studio, probably an upcoming one. I also think it could possibly be the twins coming with a Fashion Studio because they teased Jett being their personal designer. So that's plausible as well. But I think Ainsley, the one she comes with, might be more accessory focused, since they made a big deal out about her double majoring in fashion and accessory design. Series 2, Winter Break. I would love another Winter Break. Winter Break, best lines so far. Gabriella shaming Amaya for being a waitlist kid was kind of funny. I agree. I don't know. I like that Gabriella was just mean for no reason. I love characters like that. Like, she came out the gate aggressive, evil, demonic, and that's the energy I like to see, especially in female characters. What is your favorite doll hair type? I'm not really good at identifying different types of doll hair yet. But definitely the rainbow high hair is, like, you've seen me, like, every doll I open, I'm just over here, like, brushing through it. It is a bit staticky, though, weirdly enough, but I might just have to wash it. Rainbow High is all high-quality nylon. Thank you. I will keep that in mind. Then I guess nylon would be my favorite. Out of curiosity, how long have you been collecting? I've had an interest in dolls basically my entire life, but I've been collecting, like, as an actual hobby since 2010, when Monster High first came out. So 21 years, 11 years. I cannot do math. Is high quality nylon expensive? I don't know. I definitely want to get into rerouting hair, but I haven't yet, so I haven't looked at any of the prices. But I do want to get into making customs for sure. What was your first doll? For Monster High, my first one was Wave 1 Laguna. I saw her and I knew she was for me. Because, you know, I'm obsessed with mermaids. And, like, when I first saw her, you know, the very first Monster High commercial where it's, like, animated and they're, like, interviewing the students, the higher education one? I saw Laguna and she was in the pool and I thought she was a mermaid. And I was like, oh my gosh, what is this? I must research. And I saw her doll and she had legs. And I was a little disappointed, but I still wanted her. And to this day, Laguna is still one of my favorite characters. What are your thoughts on 2007 Hobbit era of body? I've never seen that called the Hobbit era of Barbie. I don't know. I've never seen it referred to as that, but shorter bodies, different face sculpt. I don't know. I don't mind the 2007 era that much. It's not my favorite. I think they did a lot of things right, though. I forgot that Monster High is coming back. I often forget too, and then I just remember. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, I have that to look forward to. And I think we're gonna get news pretty soon, actually, because the repro dolls are supposed to be coming at the end of this year. So we should at least see pictures, leaks, something. But I don't know. Apparently the Bratz dolls were supposed to be coming in September, and we have not seen nary a leak of those, so we'll see. Did you know that some Barbie dolls in 2005, 2008 also had a little bit of pixelated eyeshadow? I didn't know that. But they must have incorporated it a lot better than they do with pixelation now, which just looks terrible, especially on collector dolls. Like, I saw the Chinese New Year Barbie recently in store in person, and, like, I could not get over how terrible her face looked. Like, it's almost transparent. Like, why are they doing that? On collector dolls, no less. Which Bratz dolls are coming out in September? Is it the Rock Angels? Yes, the Rock Angels ones are coming out, the Rock Angels reproductions, and also there's going to be a collection of designer dolls of the core four, plus an extra one that we don't know who it is yet, but it's speculated she'll probably be Felicia, which I think makes sense. Thumbelina dolls from 2009. Oh, they did that to compete with Bratz? That would make sense, now that I think about it. MGA and Mattel are so petty, just release the dolls. I agree. Stop fighting, just give us the dolls. Like, we don't care about that. Actually, a lot of people do care about that, and I think it's so funny when people get, like, super into the MGA versus Mattel debate. Like, they don't care about you. You're just fighting their battle for them. Like, we're all just buying tiny plastic girls. Like, it's not that serious. Do you think Bratz will release Girls Night Out dolls or those punk ones? I don't know. Honestly, I don't see it happening just because of how poorly they've handled everything thus far. I think they're just doing the, which line would you like to see re-release thing just for engagement, honestly. But you never know. Again, I say that all the time, but you never know. They might, but if they do, the Girls Night Out dolls are going to be like $80, considering how these prices are climbing from MGA. So I don't know if I want them to come back, honestly. Although I do like the Girls Night Out line. It's one of my all-time favorite Bratz lines. I want that Jade so badly. I almost got her once. I almost got her for such a good price, but then I was like, no, that's still pretty expensive. I'll just wait on it. And now she's like $500, so that's on me. How do you watch WandaVision? I haven't watched WandaVision. I'm sorry. That Bratz account gets on my nerves too. They talk like a Dolls Kill product description, and they're just very obviously appealing to the lowest common denominator of fans, which is, it's fine, it's expected, but it just feels like at this point they're just ignoring collectors, which is annoying. The High School Musical dolls came out in the Hobbit era. I didn't know that. I kind of want some Sharpay dolls. Like, every now and then I'll go on eBay and search Sharpay and almost get one, but I just haven't yet. I really want her Disney VIP doll, though. That doll's so pretty. I wish she had her hat, though. I just want a Disney VIP doll. They're so cute, but they're so expensive. Did you like DC superhero girls dolls? That's actually not that off topic. We talked about them a little bit earlier, but yes, I did like them. I had Poison Ivy, and I still have the San Diego Comic-Con Collector's Katana doll. I still have that one. I don't like... It's weird. I liked the dolls better of the old one, but I like the cartoon better of the new one, and I don't like their dolls very much. Although the Poison Ivy one did look pretty cute. I just haven't seen her for sale anywhere. But any of the other dolls, I'm just not that into. But I do like the show. I do think the show's very, very cute. I want Barbie's quality to get better so bad. I do want her quality to get better. I love Barbie. I don't like not liking Barbie, but I don't... I have a complicated relationship with Barbie, obviously. I think most collectors do. What are your thoughts on the Italian witch dolls? They're cute. I don't own any because they're so expensive. I would like to have one, though. I would like Disney Store and the Giochi Brizzochi ones. I don't know how to pronounce that. Sorry. Yeah, I wouldn't be mad if the Bratz account just shut down and they just release the dolls without talking to us. Like if they just showed up in store one day, that'd be fine. So it's not like they did anything to really promote the anniversary dolls either, except for like one post months after people were asking them to promote the dolls. I barely ever see Barbie I barely see Barbie wear makeup anymore, and it's like, where's the glam? I agree. It's not just the mold, but like the face. I think the Millie face mold actually does have potential, but they give her the most boring screenings. But like if they gave, like I've seen Millie face molds that are kind of glamorous and they look okay. They're not my favorite, but they look a lot better than what we have. Can you do a part 2 of the ranking American Girl, but with Girls of the Years? I plan on it. Just not immediately, because that video, I loved making it. It was so much fun. I loved reading the books, but it was also very exhausting trying to get through 40 plus books like in a week. And that was on me for like putting it off. So like I'm going to have to pace myself with the Girls of the Years ones for sure. All right, so I have been doing this for like an hour and 16 minutes. So in a few minutes, I am going to go because I do have to get food and do some stuff around the house before it gets too late. But I'll be here for a few more minutes. Thank you guys so much for coming out, of course, and for all the birthday wishes. It means so much to me. They really use the CEO on a collector doll despite us, and it's sick and twisted. It is sick and twisted. They used a CEO face mode on a doll I literally could not care less about. Elvis. I don't care about Elvis, especially much less Elvis Barbie. What's your Instagram? My Instagram is artemis.fox77. You can find it at the end of every one of my videos. I put it there. Happy birthday. Thank you. Ballet Wishes 2022 will have the GG mode. I hope so. I would actually be very interested in that because the Ballet Wishes dolls tend to be pretty cute, even if they're not super high quality, because ballet outfits are pretty easy to make simple and still look good. Oh my gosh, thank you guys for all the happy birthday wishes. Again, it means so much. I'm happy you guys love my channel, and I appreciate your support so much. I know I say that all the time, but I can't say it enough that, like, I love you guys, and, like, I'm so happy that, like, on a whim, I just made a YouTube channel because I'm an opinionated person, and, like, I wanted to yell my opinions out there, and I got such a good response, and now I have over 6,000 people that, like, care about what I have to say, and it's mind-blowing, but also very validating, and, like, I just appreciate you guys so much, so thank you. Thank you. Again, thank you. And my birthday is officially on the 29th. It's this Sunday, but I'm going out of town this weekend, so I wouldn't be here for this, but I am a Virgo. I don't know if I say that enough. I am a Virgo. I'm very proud of that. They need to revisit an astrology-themed doll line, because so far we've only had Zodiac Girls and Star Darlings, and Star Darlings didn't even get to make all of the dolls, so it kind of failed with that. But I do share my birthday with Michael Jackson. I also share my birthday with Leah Michelle, John McCain, and Fred. Oh, and Liam Payne, too. So, pretty interesting group of people. And me. Your videos are S tier. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. I wish I'd gotten a Star Darling too. I was kind of interested in them when they came out, but not interested enough. And then when I finally got interested in them, they just disappeared. But I really want Vega and Libby. Do you watch Glee? I have watched Glee. I don't actively watch Glee. I have many thoughts about it. Your voice is incredibly soothing. I always get so many comments that tell me my voice is relaxing or soothing. And like, that really surprised me because I always thought my voice was so annoying. Like I just have this super nasal voice and I like that you guys like my voice. Star Darlings aren't too expensive. No, they don't get too, well, Vega gets very, very expensive. Which is unfortunate because she's a Virgo and I need the Virgo doll. Libby gets kind of expensive sometimes, but usually Sage is very easy to find. Nebula Stars dolls. That sounds familiar, but they're not conjuring an image in my mind. I'll have to look into them. Tiny Wishes Barbie. What does that look like? I have to look her up. Oh, Tiny Wishes Barbie does have a very good screening. You're right. See, Millie has potential. There should be a gemstone themed line too. I agree. That would be very cute, especially if they did like birthstones. Because usually when dolls do like birthstone themed lines, they'll do like the same outfit and just different colors. But I would like to see one with a lot more personality to it. We do have trolls. Trolls is an option. What's the drama with using the CEO's face on an Elvis doll? It's not really drama. It's just that I love the CEO face mold and I'm glad to see it back, but I just couldn't care less about Elvis, so I'm not going to get that doll. So it's evil of them to do that to me. Do you understand why Mattel didn't make a 20th anniversary repro of the Nutcracker Clara Barbie? I don't know why they didn't do that. But the Nutcracker 20th anniversary sets that are coming out are disgusting. Like, that's the only way I can put it. They're disgusting. What do you think of the Lala Loopsy Girls lines? They were around when I was collecting dolls, like Monster High and everything, and somehow they just went completely under my radar. I didn't know they existed until years later. But like looking back on it, they're very cute. Like I think, I don't know if they accomplished being fashion dolls necessarily, but it's Lala Loopsy, so I think they mended the aesthetics between the two worlds very well, and the dolls are very, very cute. What do you think about the Rainbow High Rockstar dolls? Cute, very nice looking, vastly overpriced. November Birthstone, so ugly. My birthstone is a peridot, and like green is not my favorite color, but I live with it. November's Topaz, right? I'm trying to think because my mom was born in November. June gets the best birthstone. March too. Aquamarine and Pearl, like it's so unfair. And I just get a green rock. You Pisces and Cancers don't know how lucky you are. I'm probably going to cut out of here when I hit like the hour-and-a-half mark in about 5 minutes. But Amethyst and Opal are very pretty too. You guys are also lucky. Amethyst is a very, very pretty stone, now that I think about it. But I wish I was a Pearl. Pearl is objectively the best. Because it's, it's associated with water, and I just want that mermaid association, because that's all I ever think about is mermaids. Your channel randomly got recommended to me by the algorithm a few weeks ago, and now I own 2 LOL OMG dolls. Oh, I'm so happy, but also I'm sorry for like welcoming you into the hyper-consumerist world of doll collecting, which, I was going to make a video like I had it planned of like advice for new collectors, and like I saw another YouTuber just put out a video like that, and like I was like, oh, man, now I have to wait on that because I don't want to look like I'm copying them. And their video is very good. It's a very good watch. Like I'm not mad at them at all, but do you think Barbie wears flats now because it's too expensive to mold the heel? No. I think if they wanted to, they could give her simple heels and it wouldn't raise the cost like at all. I think they just Barbie got a lot of criticism in the past for having like permanently arched feet made to fit high heels only. And I think they're just trying to avoid that again. But I want to see more high heels. I love high heels. I know they're not like healthy, but they're dolls. They don't have ankle joints. They're fine. I do actually like the fact that Rainbow High has a good mix of sneakers and high heels. I wish Georgia had a pair of heels instead of 2 sneakers, but both of her shoes are very cute. So, like, I'm not upset about it. I will say one trend that like perplexes me right now in the doll shoe world is these jelly boots or jelly sneakers. Like, are people out there wearing shoes that are transparent with like their whole feet just out? Like, is that a thing? Like, why is that in every doll line right now? It's even in Glow Up Girls. Sadie is, or I guess it's Tiffany or Sadie. They switch names, so I don't remember who is who. But the pastel one is wearing rain boots that are completely transparent. And I'm like, who's doing this? Who is wearing these? They're so weird. I'm not sure how deep I'll go into collecting. My mom hated dolls when I was little. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm glad you're like living your dreams as an adult. That's the great thing about being an adult doll collector is like you get your choice of new dolls. You can buy your old childhood dolls if they're not $1 million on eBay, but it's fun. Welcome. Welcome to doll collecting. I'm glad to have you here. Me, the queen of doll collecting. Except I'm not. I have a comparatively pretty small collection to most people on here because I'm not a completionist. I only buy the dolls that I like. I don't ever feel the need to have like every doll in a line. I'll never be one of those people, which if you are one of those people, I'm sorry. That seems so incredibly stressful, but also I'm very impressed with you. But it's just not me. Just maybe a smaller nation. Yes, I'm the queen of an island nation, and we all worship mermaids. That's my fantasy. I wish Winx Mattel dolls were not this expensive. I know. I don't know why they're so expensive because they're not that rare. They're pretty much everywhere. Even the ones that are like people swear are quote unquote rare, like Tekna and Aisha, they're still all over eBay, but they're like $700 and people pay that much for them. So there's no incentive to lower the price. And it's just, I don't know. It frustrates me when people overpay for dolls, but like I can't tell people how to spend their own money. So like I often I wonder like if I had that much money, if I could just drop $700 and not miss it, would I? And I don't know. I honestly don't know. I can't answer that question. So like on some level, I almost understand it. But how long do you think Rainbow High will last? 5 years at least. I think at some point they're going to probably wind down and move on to the next thing, but I actually see them sticking around for a while. People seem to really enjoy them, especially children. So we won't know for sure. Oh, thank you for the donation. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. What colors would you like to see next in Rainbow High? I know people get annoyed if there's too many pink dolls, but I love pink. It's my favorite color, and I would like to see every single shade of pink represented in Rainbow High. I would not be upset with that at all. But But also a lot of the colors that I really wanted are also in the upcoming beach line. Like I wanted an aquamarine and a pearl, and those are coming up. And it's weird that they're in the same line, but also makes sense. I feel like this line is going to appeal specifically to me, so I'm very into it. But we did hit 1 hour and 30 minutes, so I'm going to wind down and start signing off and saying goodbye. Thank you guys all so much for coming out. I really, really appreciate it. Um, you know, again, like it's just mind blowing. There's so many of you out there that like care about what I have to say. And like, I'm glad I got to celebrate my birthday or like my future birthday with you guys. That means a lot. So thank you for all the birthday wishes. Thank you for coming out. And I will see you all later. I'm going to try and put out a video kind of early since I'm going out of town this weekend, but I don't know if I'm going to finish it because work's getting pretty busy, but we'll see. Just be on the lookout. But thank you guys so much. I will do this again. It's pretty, I want to stream pretty regularly, not like every day, but probably like twice a month. So we'll see. I know I say that all the time, but we will see. Thank you guys again. And I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you.